Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Exactly 1 week from today, I can't believe it's only 1 week away, I will be competing in my very first triathlon. It's an Ironman 70.3 distance happening in Atlantic City, New Jersey on September 23rd, 2018. So for this triathlon, it's a 1.2 mile swim, 56 mile bike ride, and 13.1 mile run, a half marathon run at the end. I can't believe it's only 1 week away. Whew. Based on my training plan, this week that just ended was the last week I was doing all of my higher distances. So this was my last build week. This week coming between now and the race, all of my distances will be super short because I'm tapering. So it's crazy to think that I've done all the hard work. That's it. It's done. Today I swam 2,400 yards. I ran 14 miles, and that's the last time I'm ever going to do that. Ever. I mean, unless I decide to do one of these crazy things again someday in the future. But I can't wrap my mind around it. The fact that I've done this for 15 weeks now, and I haven't missed a single training day. I've moved some things around. A couple days things have gotten cut short because apparently in New Jersey the law is that if it's raining outdoor, indoor pools have to close. So there have been a couple occasions where my swims have gotten cut short, etc. But I have not missed a single training day, and I'm just so proud of myself for the work I've put in. It blows my mind. I mean, you guys might remember 15 weeks ago I was sitting here telling you I may or may not die come race day. Now I am confident that I won't die. So I feel like I've made some real progress. Also yesterday I went to Susie's triathlon. She did absolutely amazing. Susie VSG, she comments on a lot of people's YouTubes, but she doesn't have her own channel, but she is on Instagram at Susie VSG, and I got some really great footage which I will include at the end of this video. So watch on through to the end if you're interested in seeing Susie complete her triathlon. She did such a great job. It was such an emotional day. It was so great to be there and to share that moment with her family. They're incredible. It was a wonderful day. So yeah, this week, Monday was a rest day. Tuesday was my last bike ride ever with my coach, Jackie. It was just me and her. And in fact, she did an Ironman 70.3 last Sunday in Lake Placid, New York. So on Tuesday, I wasn't even sure that she was going to want to ride because I knew she'd be tired, but she did. She wanted to do kind of a recovery ride just on a really flat road, which was perfect for me. And it was just me and her. So we kind of talked through everything, fleshed out all the details, and it just even more got to know each other better. And it was a really, really great ride. She's such an inspiration. I mean, she's 59 years old and still rocking 70.3 Ironmans. She's incredible, and I could not have stumbled upon a more perfect person to help me through this process. So I just feel so lucky and blessed to have found her very early in my triathlon experience. In other news, the pool that I train at, they have a swim team, and the swim team has started practicing every night effectively after my work time. So when I go to the pool, swim team is there, and they take up 4 of the 6 lanes. So the people who are swimming recreationally, such as myself, only have 2 lanes. So first of all, the recreational swimmers are all kind of cramped together. And then the swim team kids, it's 40 of them in 4 lanes. So this has actually been really great for me. Even though I'm not swimming with them, they cause a lot of waves and commotion in the pool. So I know it's not the same, but that has been a little bit of a simulation for race day when there's going to be literally 3,000 people swimming with me. It's good to not be on totally still water because, especially for me, you know, I have a background in swimming. I feel like my swimming stroke is very, very precise. So for example, when you turn your head to breathe as you're doing your stroke, I realize I only lift my head exactly out of the water. The water is hitting me right here. I'm not way lifting my head unnecessarily. But when the water is really choppy and splashing around and wavy, sometimes you need to lift your head even further, which requires more pressure on your downstroke. So it's been really good to have some practice with that. I think on race day, if I hadn't practiced it, I'd still be fine, but you know, every little thing that you can practice and think through in advance is good. So that's been nice. Yeah, I mean, this week has been uneventful. I've just been working and training. My husband's out of town. He's at the beach with his family. I declined to go because I need to be training. I need to be eating perfectly. Also, our beautiful nieces and nephews are there, and it's like a bunch of them under the age of 5, and I cannot get sick right now. I feel like every time I have some time with those wonderful, beautiful children, I end up having some kind of cold or infection afterwards. So anyway, he's having a great time at the beach, and I'm just like home working, swimming, biking, running, eating ground beef. Yeah, it's been a very uneventful week outside of training, honestly. Also today, I wanted to say I did my run outside, which I know I've kind of talked about this on and off throughout these 16 weeks, but I hate running. Honestly, I don't enjoy it. I can do it, but I have not come around to enjoying it. I love swimming like more than anything, and I actually really enjoy biking, to the point where I'm thinking about maybe investing in a bike of my own, because the bike I have now, my coach Jackie has lent to me. So I'm gonna give it back to her, obviously, after the race, and it's a very expensive bike, like a $3,000 bike. And I don't think I would spend that much on a bike of my own, but I do think maybe I'll just buy a bike to have. I've had many bikes throughout the years, all of which have gotten stolen. And the last time I had a bike, it was stolen in New Orleans, and I just haven't gotten a new one. So I realize I love biking too. I don't love running, and honestly, quite frankly, it's easier to run inside on a treadmill. And that's how I had been doing my training for the last 4 or 5 weeks. If you guys remember, kind of like halfway through all of my training 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was running outside and it was fine and I could do it, but it's easier on a treadmill. It's air conditioned. You can see your pace, which is super helpful for me. You can watch YouTube videos on your phone, and all of that makes the time go by more quickly. What's hard for me about running is not the physical aspect, it's the mental thing. I just get bored. And it's crazy that that doesn't happen when I'm swimming or biking, for example, because I don't have music or YouTube videos or anything for either of those two, and I find that I can occupy my mind just fine. I don't know why running is so hard for me. But anyway, I forced myself to do this 14-mile run outside today, and I did it, and I'm really glad about that. There's something so powerful about mentally on race day knowing that you've done it before. And you guys remember when I did that that bike ride, race, tour, whatever, a couple weeks ago? Now, every single time I ride my bike, I'm like, I've done way harder rides than this, because that tour was hard. It was super hilly, and I was not prepared. So now I can look back and say, like, I've done way harder. And today, the 14-mile run, you know, I powered through, and I feel like on race day, I can look back and say, like, I did that. It's been done. I'm good. So that, I knew I had to do that for myself mentally today, and I'm really glad that I did. So yeah, about Susie's race yesterday, it was so incredible. A few things that I learned that really kind of put my mind at ease. First of all, there were people of all ages and all shapes and sizes there. Now, hers was a sprint triathlon and kind of like a local event, so I think at my event there will be more people who are like hardcore triathletes, but still, I'm talking old people, young people, fat, skinny, in shape, out of shape, everything in between. And that, I don't know, just seeing that really put my mind at ease. Also wearing lots of different things. Some people in bathing suits, some guys in like swim trunks or Speedos or wetsuits, not wetsuits, tri-suits, everything. Everything was ill-fitting. I mean, not necessarily ill-fitting, but like nobody looks good in a tri-suit. Nobody looks good in a wetsuit. It's okay. Like, that to me really kind of put my mind at ease, because I feel like I don't look very good in my suit. And you guys know me, I'm not very like aesthetically concerned, but just to see that like even the fittest of the fit elite athletes look kind of stupid in their wetsuits kind of put my mind at ease. Secondly, it was just so incredible to see Susie having such a great time. She was clearly well prepared. She trained so hard for this. She started training when I did, so 15, 16 weeks ago. And you could tell that like she was able to do well because it was a product of her training. And she was just like, every time we saw her, she was just like smiling ear to ear, like just glowing as she went past. So that was incredible too. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I think it's just going to be so much fun. I thought seeing her race day would make me more nervous, but really it hasn't. And maybe it hasn't sunk in for me yet, but I'm not really nervous. I'm just excited. I think it's going to be a wonderful experience. I think it's going to be something that I look back on with so much like joy and pride in the future. So just seeing her go through that was wonderful. So thank you guys so much for watching. My race is a week from today, so I won't have a new video a week from today, but hopefully on Monday, the day after the race, I will have a little recap for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk with you soon.